Hello, my name is Juliana B, and I'm a senior here at App State. I participated in a 2-week faculty-led study abroad in May of 2019 through the College of Business. I chose a program that focused on voluntourism or volunteer tourism in Costa Rica. That would fulfill my minor credits for my hospitality and tourism minor. I had never traveled outside of the country before, and I always knew I wanted to study abroad, but I was also really nervous about traveling because I had never done it before. But I knew that the professor who was leading the program, she and I have a really great relationship, and I knew she would take really good care of me during my abroad experience. So while we were in Costa Rica, we mainly worked with tagging sea turtles. This was such an eye-opening experience, and these creatures are humongous. They are like 100+ pounds, and it was so amazing to see them in person because I had never really seen a sea turtle except like in an aquarium, and that is definitely not the same experience. But we would capture them. That sounds really sad, but it's all for a really good thing. We would tag them to make sure that they were well, that they were healthy, that we knew where they were, and that their habitats were being maintained and things like that. And we would release them right after we were finished. But it was very interesting working with creatures that were basically our size, and they were very strong as well. But when we had free time, we could swim around in the peninsula, and then you would just see the same sea turtles and lots of other ones just like swimming around right beside you. It was just an incredible experience. We also worked with reforesting mangrove trees. So there are 2 different types of mangrove trees, and we would walk down the coast and look for the seeds that would fall off, and they would be washed up on shore, and we would collect those, and we would replant them. And there was like a particular way you had to plant them, like facing the coast, and you had to plant them in 3s, and it was very particular, but it was really cool to learn about. My mom was so jealous because she loves plants and she loves trees, so I really did it for her. And then also while we were there, we helped with their 1-day spay and neuter clinic. So in Costa Rica, they have a lot of stray animals, and to maintain that type of population, there was a vet who came and did like 40 different animals in 1 day. If you were a little queasy, you might not have liked that day of volunteering, but it was a really great opportunity to help out that community. We did so many volunteer opportunities, but I feel like I learned so much just about the culture of Costa Rica and being immersed in something so different from what I'm used to every day, especially since I have never been really outside of Winston-Salem or outside of Boone, North Carolina, and it was so great, and I would never trade that experience for the world. My experience wouldn't have been possible if it weren't for my scholarships. I got a scholarship through the College of Business as well as through the Study Abroad office, and I cannot be more thankful for those donors because I wouldn't have been able to afford to go abroad if it weren't for my scholarships and if it weren't for any of my financial aid. So thank you so much for your contributions and for your help and your support of the Appalachian community.